Hi guys, my name is Adriana David and welcome to my lesson about Rumney culture and clothing, most commonly known as gypsies.
For hundreds of years, the traveller way of life was one of ancient traditions and simple tastes. Then their world collided with the 21st century.
I'm a pineapple and sugar palm tree.
You're getting told every day in your life that you're a dirty, filthy gypsy pikey.
With unprecedented access to the UK's most secretive communities.
Get in.
This series will see the biggest weddings,
Has to be diamonds. Diamonds everywhere.
the most lavish celebrations, and get to the very heart of gypsy and traveller life.
Anyone upset my family and there's one place they go.
Gypsies go by many names. Some are Gatenus, Kale, Menush, Tinkers, Travelers, Rumneys, and Roma. The origin of gypsies are uncertain. The most common belief is they came from Romania or Hungary when truthfully they derived from a group of diverse military people who gathered centuries ago in the Punjab region of northern India to fight Muslim invaders. Drifting off northwest to Persia, Armenia, and Balkan Peninsula, then leading to Europe and northern Africa, while others suggest the ethnic group developed in northwestern India, in which they left in 500 CE and migrated to Central Asia and the Middle East, reaching Bulgaria in 1100 CE. Despite the fact that no one knows where they truly derive from, they know that they want nothing to do with them.
Organised crime, we in UKIP do not believe it's right and fair for unlimited numbers of people from those countries to come to Britain to work, but also, if they want, to claim benefits. We don't want those people coming into our country.
Since the lifting of EU border restrictions on people from Romania earlier this year, the media has been full of scare stories suggesting that Roma are headed for wealthy European countries like the UK, hell-bent on borrowing and stealing their way around Fortress Europe.
The negative image of Roma has been around for centuries. People fear the Roma because they're different, because they threaten to question what our rules are. They're seen as lawless and ruthless.
Europeans blame gypsies for malicious magic, crime, and poverty that arise into the area. Unfortunately, the Nazis felt this way too, and in 1554, the English Parliament passed a law that made being a gypsy a felony punishable by death, leading to 220,000 gypsies' lives lost due to the Holocaust. Today, they are considered one of the largest ethnic minorities in Europe, reaching 12 to 15 million, and 1 million in the US, and 70% live in Eastern Europe. By not having a place that embraced their culture, they travel constantly, leading to a wandering lifestyle.
Now, we don't do that in relation to any other ethnic group. That would be completely unacceptable. And the Roma are considered fair game because they are the weakest in society, and because we have a history depicting the Roma in a way as outsiders, as a threat to the community, and often as a threat to themselves. They're issues of perception. They're not problems that are caused by the Roma. The Roma are not a threat, not to themselves, not to others. The threat is the prejudice that exists against Roma.
I was invited into the home of a Slovakian Roma who'd moved.
This is why gypsies have a big and tight family unit. All family members either live together or next to each other. The grandma is usually the head of the family while the father is the head of his house, each member living by the Romano rule of behaving with dignity and respect, caring about cleanliness, purity, respect, honor, and justice. Gypsies live their lives according to gypsy code and culture. They do not want their children learning non-gypsy ways, so they only allow their kids to be watched and taken care of by gypsies and homeschool their kids or take them out of public schools at the age of 11 to help out the family. Mainly the boys go to work for their fathers while the girls help out their mothers while taking care of the house, cooking, cleaning, and taking care of siblings. At a young age, girls were always taught that they would be married, so they prepare their whole lives for it. The marriages are arranged and usually by the boy's family. Boys are allowed to be boys, but girls have a set of rules. Girls must be virgins before getting married, allowed to have no more than 4 boyfriends before the marriage, and are allowed to turn down suitors, but only so many. Most girls get married at 18, while some are as young as 16. Divorce is not common and is frowned upon, especially at the fact that once a woman was married, she is no longer pure, and no valuable suitor wants her. Things aren't all bad for gypsy girls. They have their dream wedding to look forward to. Girls go into competitions over who has the best wedding dress. Bling is everything to them, so the bigger and bolder, the better.
And what every gypsy bride wants is a wedding dress that's bigger and bolder than all the others. That's why they call Sandra Celli.
Okay, girls, we've got to get this done by tonight, so let's hustle, okay? I got a call from a girl named Cheyenne who wants a big Cinderella dress, and she is marrying a boy that she's only met twice. This is a classic gypsy wedding. To have someone marry someone that they've met 2 or 3 times is a pretty odd thing from where I come from. We need to make a train that goes forever. My week is so crazy. The gypsies do everything on the fly. They've given me 4 or 5 days to do the whole job. They order it on Monday, want it on Wednesday. I live like this.
Sandra's used to the frantic pace. She's been the go-to designer for the gypsy community for more than 30 years.
It's not like I went after them to find this business. They found me. They saw crystal, they saw magic, and I can make magic. I can wave my rhinestone wand right over their head and make them anything they want.
The order is short notice, but Cheyenne still wants a time-consuming, extravagant design.
The stonework and the electric pink piping take a lot of time, and gypsies just don't give us any time. So I want this really packed, heavy, all crystal, yeah, just clear. It's got to be ready to go tonight. Hey, how we doing?
Good.
All right, you know, we don't have a lot of time.
Okay, so we're faster.
Gypsy girls are so demanding. They want the biggest dress they can get with the most bling, bling, bling. I don't know how we're gonna get her down the aisle. Think it's long enough?
Cheyenne's with her bridesmaid and maid of honor at her grandmother's house.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it.
Sandra's hand-delivering the dresses a few days before the wedding so she can do alterations on the spot.
I hope it's completely like crystalled out and huge.
After 3 decades, Sandra still worries if her gowns will meet a gypsy bride's high standards.
You know, you do get nervous. You want to make sure it's got enough bling on it. I mean, I've had dresses that every inch is bling and it's still not enough bling. I don't know where else to put it.
When the wedding is all said and done, the newlyweds live with the husband's parents for the first year or until the first child is born, then search for their place of their own while the wife stays at home to cook and clean, while the husband goes to work for an occupation that they can perform independently and not be affected by the frequent travel. Usually men work in metal work, trading horses, and buying and selling cars. Gypsies wear clothing that reflects their religion, customs, and ethics. There's 2 different styles of gypsy clothing. The first one is they adopted fashion that is recognized as showing masculinity and authority for the men and purity for the women. So, in saying that men are supposed to look respected like businessmen, and women are supposed to look pure and wear mid-calf skirts and headscarves. The other style is bling, as you can clearly see throughout the video. The bolder, the blingier, the better shows how much wealth you have. And showing how much wealth you have shows other people how much they should respect you. So nowadays, the young men are taking up styles of the present generation, and women are adopting different culture styles to fit in. The young generation are allowed to show off their commodities through their clothing, hairstyle, and accessories, while children are styled in store-bought clothing. Both styles should be respected, and both styles are respected by the gypsy community, but unfortunately not always respected by modern society. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you watching my video and hope you gained some knowledge on gypsies.